Hey everyone, I'm Harrison. Let's talk about a numbers game that most of you are losing before you even get a seat at the table. Right now in the United States, there is over $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. Every year, millions of people walk across a stage, move their tassel from right to left, and walk away with a piece of paper they were told was a golden ticket. But here's the reality check. For a massive percentage of you, that degree isn't a golden ticket. It's a weight. It is a high-interest liability that starts taking money out of your pocket every single month before you've even built your first asset. We've been raised on a formula that worked perfectly in 1970, but it's completely broken in 2026. The old formula was simple. Go to school, get the debt, get the degree, and get the job. But today, the job part of that equation is shifting under our feet, while the debt part is permanent. Most people treat their education as a one-time purchase. They think they bought the software for their entire career when they were 21, and they never planned on an update. But in a world that moves this fast, that is a dangerous way to think. If you're relying on a 4-year-old curriculum to pay your bills in a world that changes every 6 months, you aren't just behind, you're obsolete. Today we're going to talk about why your degree is failing you, and more importantly, we're going to look at the real wealth map to identify the $100,000 skills that actually build wealth in the modern economy. Let's get into it. The biggest problem with the traditional degree is the time-to-value ratio. You spend 4 years, 4 of the most energetic, creative years of your life, learning theories from people who, in many cases, haven't been in the actual market for decades. Now, don't get me wrong. Knowledge is the only capital that can't be stolen from you. I've said that before. But knowledge is only capital if it is relevant. If you are spending years learning how things used to work, you aren't building capital. You're just building a museum in your head. Think of your brain like a computer. Every new skill you learn is an update to your operating system. In the professional world, the person with the most up-to-date software is the one who wins. University teaches you how to be a good student. It teaches you how to follow instructions, how to memorize facts for a test, and how to stay inside the lines. But the market doesn't care about your GPA. The market pays you based on one thing: how complex the problems you solve are. If you have a degree in business, but you don't know how to negotiate a contract, how to lead a team through a crisis, or how to manage the financial security of an organization, you don't have a high-value skill. You have a very expensive receipt. Real wealth starts the moment you stop collecting certificates and start collecting capabilities. So what actually makes a skill worth $100,000 or more? It isn't about how hard the work is. There are people working 12 hours a day in manual labor who will never see a 6-figure salary. It's about 2 things: leverage and complexity. High-value skills are your real-world tools for solving the problems that people and companies are willing to pay a premium for. On the real wealth map, these skills generally fall into 3 categories: closing and communication, the ability to move the needle on revenue. If you can sell, if you can negotiate, or if you can write a message that makes 1,000 people take action, you will never be broke. You are the engine of a business. Architecture and systems, the ability to build the machines that run the business. This isn't just about coding, it's about understanding how to build a system, whether it's a logistics chain or a financial security protocol, that makes an organization more efficient. Strategic leadership, the ability to move people toward a common goal during a storm. When you possess these skills, you stop being a cost on a company's balance sheet and you start being an investment. The best part? These skills are portable. If you have mastered the art of solving complex problems, you can be dropped in any city in the world with nothing but your phone, and you can generate income by tomorrow. Your degree might not be recognized in a different country, but your know-how is a universal currency. This is the ultimate asset. Let's look at the math. If you take $50,000 or $100,000 in debt for a degree, you start your adult life at minus 50 or 100,000. You spend the next 10 years just trying to get back to zero. You are servicing a debt for a past liability. But what if you spent a fraction of that time and money on a specific high-value skill? You update your brain's software immediately. You start earning $80,000, then $100,000, then $150,000. Instead of paying interest to a bank, you are using that cash flow to buy assets. You are letting your skills fund your future instead of paying for your past. This is the only way to stay recession-proof. When a crisis hits, companies look at their staff. They see the people with the degrees as replaceable parts, but they see the people with the specialized skills, the ones who know how to protect the organization's financial security, as the pilots. They will fire 10 people with diplomas before they let go of one person who actually knows how to navigate the ship through the fog. Your health and your energy are the fuel for this entire process. If you have the energy to keep learning and the knowledge to keep solving problems, you are the most valuable asset on your own map. You don't need a boss to tell you what you're worth. The market will tell you, and the market never lies. The old world told you that you could buy a degree and then sit back and let the world pay you. That is a version of the passive income lie, but the real wealth map tells you that you have to be the pilot of your own career. Stop waiting for a piece of paper to give you permission to be successful. Permission isn't given, it's taken by the people who know how. My challenge for you this week is simple. Identify one high-value skill. Don't look for a class or a certificate. Look for a problem that people are willing to pay a lot of money to solve, and learn how to solve it. Update your brain's software. Become the architect of your own life. If you're ready to stop chasing the degree and start chasing the skill, hit that subscribe button and stay on the path. We're going to keep breaking down the map, one skill at a time. I'm Harrison. Build your shield, master your skills, and let's get to work.